Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to today's science class. So we are in chapter 5, it is acid, bases and salt, and today we are going to understand what is neutralization. So before we start, let's have a quick recap of the topics that we have discussed yesterday. So yesterday we have discussed about indicators, where we studied about mainly two types of indicators, which are natural and synthetic. Under natural indicators, we came to know about litmus and turmeric, China rose. They are all natural because they are available in nature, mainly plant source. Then synthetic indicators are methyl orange and phenolphthalein. So methyl orange is basically orange in color, whereas phenolphthalein is a colorless substance. So when methyl orange comes in contact with an acidic solution, it becomes red, whereas when it comes in contact with a basic solution, it becomes yellow. And phenolphthalein, when it comes in contact with acidic solution, it remains colorless only, but when it comes in contact with a basic solution, it becomes pink in color. So today, while we talk about the process of neutralization, we will be using phenolphthalein as an indicator to see whether a solution has become neutral or not. So basically, what is neutralization? Neutralization it is a process where an acid reacts with a base to form a neutral solution. That means the acidic effect and the basic effect are neutralized by the effect of each other. So what can we write? You can write the process in which an acid reacts with a base to give a neutral solution. So here the effect of acid and bases are being neutralized by their own effects. So this is called neutralization. So what we can write as a reaction? We can write acid plus base gives salt and water. So we'll take an example of acid and base, and then we'll see what is the salt, and along with that water is also produced, and some amount of heat is also produced in this reaction. So this is neutralization reaction, and now we are going to discuss an activity, which is activity 5.5, to understand the effect of neutralization, how neutralization changes the effect of an acid or a base. So this is activity 5.5, and here it is written about the neutralization process. When an acid and base is mixed together, the solution which is formed is a neutral solution. So how we can know whether the solution has been neutralized or not? For that we are going to use phenolphthalein, or the indicator which has been mentioned in your book is the phenolphthalein. So what you have to do now, you have to take a test tube and then we have to fill it with dilute hydrochloric acid. So you have to take a test tube and you have to fill that test tube with dilute hydrochloric acid. So this is HCl. So this is hydrochloric acid which is in diluted form. So why diluted form? So the severity can be reduced by diluting the acid. So basically for experiment purpose we use dilute hydrochloric acid. Now we have to add 2 to 3 drops of indicator. So here we'll add 2 to 3 drops of indicator. Which indicator? Phenolphthalein. So when we add the indicator, still the solution remains what? Colorless, because we know phenolphthalein, when it comes in contact with an acid, it remains colorless. Now slowly we'll use a basic solution, which is sodium hydroxide. Then we have to use what? A basic solution of sodium hydroxide. So this is a base and this is what? Acid. Now indicator is also there. 2 to 3 drops of phenolphthalein has been put inside the test tube. Now we have to add few drops of sodium hydroxide. So when we add few drops of sodium hydroxide in the test tube, we have to observe the gradual change that will happen in the test tube. So when you add and then stir it, we still don't see any change. Then when we add few more drops of sodium hydroxide and then stir it, we see that pink color appears in the test tube, which is already shown in your book. You can see the second one, the second test tube. Here the color has become pink. So when you keep adding the sodium hydroxide drops, then there will be a point where the concentration of acid and base becomes same, and then the effect of acid gets neutralized by the effect of base, and at that point the solution turns into pink in color. So this pink color appears once the solution becomes neutral. So when a base is added to the acid, the acidity or that acidic effect of that solution changes to a neutral solution. Why? Because that has been neutralized by the base, and once it becomes neutral, the color becomes what? Pink. So this indicates that now the solution is what? Neutral, and this is called neutralization reaction. So if we take this in the form of reaction, I hope you have understood, and please go once more through that activity part from your textbook. So when we write this reaction in a proper form, we can write now acid. If we write which acid? Hydrochloric acid. Base, we have used what? Sodium hydroxide. It will give what? Salt, and that salt is nothing but our common salt, it is sodium chloride, and along with it what is formed? H2O. So this is the neutralization reaction which we have discussed just now in the form of an activity. So here this is the acid, this is the base, this is the salt, and this is the water. Now salt can be acidic in nature, it can be neutral in nature, it can be basic in nature, depending on whether the hydrogen ion is present. If hydrogen ion is present in the salt, we can call it an acidic salt. If OH or hydroxyl ion is present, we call it as a basic salt, because we know acids, they release H plus ions. Acid, they release what? H plus ions, and base, they release what? OH minus ions. So if OH minus ion is present in the salt, that salt will be basic in nature, and if H plus ion is present in the salt, we call it an acidic salt. So this is the example of the neutralization reaction. So this is all about today's topic. In the next class we'll discuss the next topic, which is neutralization in everyday life. So that's all for today's class. Thank you, my dear students.